So I have some good news on the issue of the drug war. Washington State will create a streamlined system to pardon people convicted of misdemeanor marijuana possession before the drug was legal under an initiative launched on Friday by Governor Jay Inslee, who is considering a run for U.S. president. Voters in Washington State and Colorado in 2012 made their two states the first in the United States to legalize marijuana for recreational use. Since then, 8 other states have followed suit, while more than 30 states allow the use of medical marijuana. Federal law still bans cannabis. Quote, "We shouldn't be punishing people for something that is no longer illegal in Washington State," Inslee, a Democrat, said in a written statement. Under the governor's so-called Marijuana Justice Initiative, anyone with a single misdemeanor marijuana conviction in Washington State between 1998 and 2012 could apply for a pardon. An estimated 3,500 people are eligible, according to Inslee's office. Now, here's the best fact. Since 2014, at least 10 states have passed laws to expunge certain marijuana convictions. So that's 10 states basically saying, more or less, let's free the nonviolent drug offenders and wipe their, record clean. Yeah. Hard agree. Totally the right thing to do. So, now this is a guy, honestly, I didn't know Jay Inslee from a hole in the wall before I read this article, but he apparently wants to run for president. He's trying to do some positive things so he can brag about them if he's on the debate stage. That's my guess. Now, here's what I don't understand. Why any president of either party wouldn't immediately free every nonviolent drug offender held at the federal level, and also, here's an idea, set up some sort of gather all the governors together, get together with all the governors, and then come up with a plan where you can incentivize, at the federal level, you incentivize the individual states to pardon all of their nonviolent drug offenders in their respective state prisons. Because the president cannot pardon for people in state prisons, but in federal prisons they can. So pardon all the nonviolent drug offenders held in federal prisons. That's immediate. I would do that. But then meet with all the governors and say, okay, what do we need to give you in order for you to pardon all of your nonviolent drug offenders held at the state level? And honestly, there's a price tag. Hey, give us a subsidy of $1 billion, and the $1 billion is going to go towards this, this, and this. We need to close our budget deficit, or whatever the case is for each individual state. And then work on it. If you're the president, work on it. Because that will have such an overwhelmingly positive reaction from the public that on that alone, people might be down for it. And also, this isn't something where there are as strong a lobby against it. Like, if you're going to try to do something against Wall Street, bitch, you're going to run into a brick wall. Because they have a strong lobby and they ain't fucking around. Big Pharma, same thing. But the lobbies that would fight you if you are trying to get free nonviolent drug offenders, they're just not as powerful. They're just not. So fight back against them. If you're the president, meet with the governors, come up with the plan to free every nonviolent drug offender in the country. And think about how much better off we'd be, man. I mean, we can't talk about we believe in freedom and justice when you have people locked up for nonviolent drug offenses. That's the opposite of freedom. That's the opposite of justice. So fight for that. Work on that front. A Democrat or Republican president should do this. Trump should do this, and he should do it right now. Start by freeing every nonviolent drug offender held in a federal prison, then meet with the governors and work something out. But that's actually representing the people. That would be overwhelmingly popular. And now the governors are starting to get it on a case-by-case basis. But if I'm the federal government, if I'm the president, I work with the states to try to free all those nonviolent drug offenders. So TikTok, every second that a nonviolent drug offender is in prison, there's an injustice being done. So let's take care of that.